one of the people participating today wanted to know if it was small improvements or big improvements that were needed in order to create the big shifts. And it's both. And sometimes it can be a really small hinge that swings a really large door. And it's really just a matter of finding what for you is that hinge, what for you is that key point of pivot that's going to get the most cut through, that's going to make the most difference. And it might be something small, like a small hinge, but it can have a huge transformational effect.
Voice.
Yeah, so when I started working with Marcus, I went from doing 12 games a year to having my best year last year, which I did 23 games plus a final. So for the small amount that I've been invested in using Marcus, has returned tenfold in the positive.
Voice.
At the inner voice, we've all got a champion and an advocate sitting on our shoulders, and we can tune in the inner voice of the champion who champions and advocates for us. But we've also got a critic sitting on the other shoulder, and many of us choose to tune that voice in more, and we tune that voice in at a higher volume. And that voice then can dictate, lead to results that we're not wanting, some unresourceful outcomes in life. Equally, if we tune into the champion and the advocate, that can then push and accelerate us to getting a peak performance out of ourselves.
So leading into games, it was more questioning my ability, whether I was good enough to be involved at that level, and obviously spending lots of time wasting energy on opinions of others. Now going into games, we're spending a lot of time just really focusing on moment by moment what a free kick is and being really clear with that. And then the review process, same deal, not allowing external opinions to drive the conversation inside my head.
Yeah, so sometimes you might get criticised, and the criticism is, you were shooting a video and the cat jumped up in the background. And it's this curiosity about, is the person criticising you, are they even in the arena? So it's a phrase that I've adopted, are you even in the arena? And it comes from Theodore Roosevelt's famous speech, The Man in the Arena. Of course, being there are so many people sitting in an arena watching an event, and there are only a few people actually in the arena, this man's one of them, performing, to be criticised, to be reviewed, to be seen. And unless the person providing an opinion or a critique is in the arena with you, it's not valid. It isn't valid. And this can be very empowering, because most of the time the critical opinions that are thrust upon you by others are people just sitting in the stands, living a smaller, lighter life, and you're out there having a crack, so you're already a massive step ahead.
Another light bulb moment, because there's been a lot of discussion of late in the media about umpiring decisions and people's personal opinion about certain rules, but until they've actually been in the arena and done it.
Yep.
I'm actually going to take that back to our coaches.
Are you even in the arena? Yeah, because if you're not, I'm going to bless you on your way and just keep going as I am.
Comparing yourself against.
Yeah, so obviously when you get on the AFL list, the guys that have been at the top of the tree for a long period of time, I would look at those guys and I'd go, I just want to be like them. But in hindsight, that's not me being genuine and authentic to myself. So what I've ended up doing is just being myself and being able to get the best result because of that.